loss prevention make a citizen's arrest by looking at old video recordings? All right, hope that makes sense. My name is Anthony Bandiero, attorney and senior legal instructor for Blue to Gold Law Enforcement Training, bringing another roadside chat. The question comes from California. And I think this is, generally speaking, be kind of applicable to a lot of places, but loss prevention at a big box store views a misdemeanor petty theft through recorded video surveillance after the fact and recognize the suspect. Can a loss prevention employee then conduct a citizen's arrest? All right. So what we're going to look at here for California is California Penal Code 837. Okay. It says a private person may arrest another under three conditions. One, for a public offense committed or attempted in their presence. When a person arrested has committed a felony, although not in his presence. When a felony has been in fact committed and he has reasonable cause to believe that the person arrested to have committed it, right? So let's go for number one, for a public offense committed or attempted in his presence. When the LP officer watched video of a shoplifting, a crime that was already committed, is that committed in their presence? And the answer is no, right? Committed in your presence generally means that at the time of the crime, you are detecting or sensing the crime with one of your senses. You're hearing it occur, right? Think of a battery, and you can hear them behind the wall fighting. That's committed in your presence. You can smell the crime occurring. Let's say that's smoking marijuana in a public place. You can smell it even though you can't see them yet, right? You can smell it from the bathroom. That's committed in your presence. You can see it. Can you watch a live feed and watch a person put stuff in their purse? Is that committed in your presence? And the answer is yes, right? Because you're using your eyeballs and it's happening right now. But this is not committed in the officer's, the private person's presence here because it's already done. So no citizen's arrest here in my book. Okay. The officer also has a question. A customer or another employee see a theft occur at a big box store and reports it to loss prevention. Can loss prevention then conduct a citizen's arrest? Here's my advice. I don't have any particular case law on this, but just being a lawyer and the way I'm going to think about this is, should we be able to make that arrest based on a citizen's report? I think the answer is no, because what's happening here is the citizen is just reporting to the LP. The LP is just reporting to the cop, right? Who is ultimately making this arrest? Well, if you want to say it's LP because the citizen doesn't want to do it, they just want to kind of be left alone, then did the crime, did the misdemeanor occur in the LP's presence? And the answer is no. Right? It happened in the other person's presence, the citizen, and they're not willing to become they're not willing to make a citizen's arrest. So I would not do it. I would cite, I would submit for charges and so forth. Now, if the citizen observed a felony and then gave that information to LP, could LP make the arrest? I think the answer is yes, because when a felony has in fact been committed, right? And we can prove that they stole something of high value. And the LP, has reasonable cause for believing that the person arrested to have committed it, right? So I think that would be fine. Okay, but let's talk about the fellow employee. Can the fellow employee help make the citizen's arrest? I think the answer is yes. And the reason why, this is just my thought on this, is that because they're all employees, right? They're all part of the same company. I don't think there's going to be a big issue here with them working together, right? It's almost like when cops work together, it's the collective knowledge doctrine, right? I don't think there is a legal issue, and I may be wrong here. You tell me, right? If you got something else, right? If you're in California, like, nah, Anthony, I still wouldn't do it because of this, right? But what I'm thinking of, imagine that you have two LP people, right? One LP number one sees the misdemeanor committed in their presence. They then tell LP number two. LP number two is the one who's going to take the arrest, right? They're going to make the citizen's arrest because of what LP number one told them. I don't think that's necessarily a problem. I think they can work together like that, right? I think they can be a team, right? but I could be wrong. But I would try that case. I would at least put that case up for prosecution, right? Maybe the DA likes it, does not like it, but I think that's fundamentally different than this random citizen who has no part of the process, right? Does that make sense? That's just my take on it. But maybe you know something more, and I would really appreciate the feedback. Let me know. Guys, I hope this video helped you get it right every time. At least I do know that commit in your presence, and I do know that the citizen who saw it does not want to get involved. Those answers seem pretty clear. The other one seems a little gray, so we're making case law. Make good case law. Articulate why you're doing what you're doing. And until next time, my friends, stay safe.